Hey everybody, today I will show you a cool new way that you can connect the spliced end of your whoopee sling to your continuous loop without any other accessories. So let's do a quick recap on some of the ways that we can already do this. For example, I got these loops that I show everybody how to make. We got a universal loop, a Evo loop, we got a loop with a plastic button, we got a loop with a aluminum button. So you can take your whoopee sling and just go over this, and you're connected to your hammock. These knots work like soft shackles. So do these round aluminum discs. I got these plastic ones now. These are super low cost. And with these, you don't have to tie a button knot. And we also have this thing called a pigtail loop. Link in the description on how to make and use it. This one is actually a double-ended one, but just pay attention to this part. So this would be in your hammock, and it forms a soft shackle. This is very similar to another thing that I have called the fast shackle. But as you can see, it forms a soft shackle on the end of your hammock. So those are some of the ways you can do it. Of course, you can use your metal carabiners too. But now I'll show you another way you can do it without any of these things. All you need is the continuous loop in your hammock and the whoopee sling. So here's our continuous loop. Here's our whoopee sling. Oh, whoops. We got one that has a built-in shackle already. Okay. Well, we don't want that one. We want a regular one. So let's get a regular one. Here we go. So here's our regular whoopee sling. It just has the spliced loop on the end. This would normally be connected to your hammock or inside of the gathered end of your hammock in a lark's head like this. But we forgot our carabiner, we don't have any soft shackles, and we need to make this connection right here. So here's what you do. As long as you have enough of this part pulled out, this is the little tail that comes out as you adjust this large loop over here. As long as you have enough of this, here's what you can do. So take your continuous loop on your hammock, right here, and make a lark's head, like that. You can do it with two hands as well if you want to just like fold it over this way and make two loops and bring them together. You're just flipping the lark's head into the end of your continuous loop, like that. Then you take the spliced loop of your whoopee sling and close the continuous loop around it. Okay? And then you take the tail of your whoopee sling, fold it in half, also known as create a bite. So we folded it in half, and then we're going to put it into that spliced loop of the continuous loop and close this up, focusing on closing up the lark's head first, and then pull on your whoopee sling a little bit. So what we've created here is basically a soft shackle. The bite that we created with the whoopee sling tail goes into the spliced loop of the whoopee sling, but this thing can't go anywhere because as you would put weight into this, the lark's head will close up very tight, and this quick release knot that you've created will not go, it will not pull through here. So now you've created a quick release, quick attach on the end of your whoopee sling. So let's do this with two different colors actually. Let's do this one more time. We'll grab our green whoopee sling, the soft shackle whoopee sling. So we got our continuous loop, flip the lark's head into it, put the splice loop of the whoopee sling in there, and then we're going to use our tail. And if you have a lot of adjustment on your whoopee sling, you can even triple this. You can make more. You can make this part thicker, but you don't have to. So I just got the bite in the whoopee sling tail, putting the bite through the splice part of the whoopee sling. And now since we got two different colors, you can really see what's going on here. The weight of the hammock is on this strand. It's going to try to pull that loop through, but it can't because it has the bite from the tail. And since you did it with a bite, when it's time to release this, you'll have leverage to pull that out. And as a side note, yes, you can just put, if you don't have enough to double it, you can put just that back spliced piece in there and have this function as a soft shackle. Just be aware when you go to take this apart, it's going to be more difficult because you got to pull this out without the leverage of the bite. And you can overcome that a little bit by grabbing this and folding it over and giving a little tug this way on your lark's headed piece, and that will free it up enough to come out. And that will also, as you tug it up this way, since this part is thicker, that will also open up the lark's head and allow you to slide it off. So that's another thing too. If you have the lark's head over your splice loop and you go to take this apart and the lark's head feels really tight, like say it's down here by your loop where you originally had it, if it feels really tight, one thing you can do is pull it this way up towards the spliced section, and the thicker splice section will open that for you, and then you can slide it apart. So there you go. That's how you can connect your Whoopie sling to your continuous loop without having any other accessories or hardware. See you guys later.